Today's June 7th. Minus 48 checking in. What episode is this, Jen?
This is episode 20.
What?
What up?
So, you may wonder, why are you guys so dimly lit? Well, we are in our tent.
We are staying at a campground called Camping Jolly. And we are in a tent, which is nice though because it's like big. I can stand up just fine. There's a double bunk bed in here.
It works, you know. We're not in the room that much. We actually have Wi-Fi in the room. This is better than the apartments we've been in, so I guess how about that?
So it's kind of weird that we're in a camping ground and we get Wi-Fi in our room, so that's really nice.
So, so we're in Venice.
Wow! The city underwater, which I discovered today actually looks like a fish from like an aerial view.
So like we have this map and we are looking at it and we're like, this looks like a fish. And then we saw something else that looked like a fish, and it is in fact shaped like a fish. I don't know if that's something that everyone knows.
Is shaped like a fish.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It is. So we we got here. It was, you know how nice it was that we only had to take one transfer. We didn't even have to transfer. We went straight from Verona to Venice. It was brilliant.
We really appreciated that.
Yeah, we're done with all those stupid 10 million transfers in a day. It's very nice.
So we got out, and of course it was like almost 80 it was probably like 65, 67, right?
But then it progressively got hotter.
Yep, and we had to walk farther and farther, and by the time we get to Camping Jolly, we're like ripping off like our jackets and our shirt, because it was a little bit chilly in Venice, but nothing to mention of. And it's been chilly in like Switzerland and everywhere else.
But now it's finally picking up.
We're in the
which is
south.
good. We're grateful about that.
Yeah, so we get to Camping Jolly, and it's this like giant plot of all these tents like all in a row. But the first thing you see when you come in is this massive pool. We were like, what?
Finally.
So you can imagine what we did for probably the first
2 hours.
It
wasn't as long as we thought. We got here at like noon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So we were here till like 3-ish. We were at the pool.
Yeah.
Lounging about. That was
laying
very nice.
out, doing some laps. It was actually finally nice to be like in a pool.
Yep.
And then
Rachel beat me.
I did beat her.
Every time.
I did.
Every time.
It's okay. She was a tough competitor. She needs some Julia in her.
I do. Maybe. Oh, anyway. So.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. So then we caught a bus, and we went to like the city center of Venice, and we walked around.
Gorgeous.
It is very gorgeous.
This is one of my favorites. There's just canals every which way you turn. The
Which
roads
also,
are hopeless, but
we were horridly lost. You cannot even, like, a map doesn't help anything.
No.
Luckily, we figured out, like, what we have to, like, there's, like, street signs posted every so often, like, directions to find something.
Plazas, like, directions to find the bus station, directions to find certain plazas, so you kind of have to go by that. But
so we went to San Marco Square, which is, like, what in
the square to go
in
to
Venice. And, that's when we encountered a man with roses who offered them to us, and we turned him down because we know.
There's a backstory to it, partly. It was just a high moment of frustration. Because, we're happy that we finally get there. But this is just on my part, basically. I had an ice cream sandwich.
Well, we got gelato.
Right. And so,
she got a gelato ice cream
Rachel
sandwich.
gets a cone, which was a smart thing to do, but I was like, no, I want an ice cream sandwich. And she pulled one out for me, and I was like, no, I want the big one. Like, I made her put it back so she could get the big one. So this is mine. Jen. Yeah, like, this is it. My fault. So it's like dripping all over me like I'm a 4-year-old, and I like can't get it, and it's got crumbs all on the outside, and the crumbs are falling, and the pigeons are flocking to me. They're like horrible. On my feet and on my knees, and it's just disgusting.
Didn't know her.
So I think the aerial pigeon. That was like after that guy.
It was after.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please continue.
Okay, so like we're sitting there, she's already frustrated because the pigeons are coming by and we're trying to kick them away, and they would not stay away.
My mouth.
Yeah, she was struggling. It was a messy thing. Like it wasn't her fault. But so we're chilling and we're eating the ice cream, and then the man, like the infamous guys with roses, came up to us, tried to give us roses, and we know the story because like they give them to you, like they're like being all nice, and then they chase you for money. So we're like, no, thank you, like we're good. So he's like, come on. So he like puts them in our lap, and then we put them on the bench next to us, and he kind of lingers around for like a minute, and he snakes over, and he's like, give me something.
Yeah. But then this guy was right next to us with his girlfriend. He's like, oh, gratis, like, are they for free? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, that was a good, like, show for your girlfriend. At that point, you should probably just buy the rose. Like, oh, I'll give it to her if it's for free. But I don't want it. Like, that was awkward. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, by our lap.
So we thrust him in our lap, and we just set him on the bench next to us because we don't want him. We know what the deal with that is. Yeah. But then he snakes back over, and he's like, give me something. And we're like, no. And he's like, €1. And we're like, no. And he's like, give me something. So we gave him the rose back.
Yeah, we gave him something.
Jerk.
It was really obnoxious.
It was really obnoxious because we told him no.
They're usually pretty forward, but to actually, like without us actually
like put them in our lap.
Yeah, that was pretty forward.
That's the one thing that we decided that we miss, or we're very looking forward to when we get home, is people not hounding us on the streets to buy stuff or to do stuff or like whatever. Mm-hmm. It'll be nice. But so we're sitting there, and he finally walks away, and then this pigeon freaks out, and he flocks up to eye level with Jen, and we're like, no, we are out of here.
That was the last straw. Yeah. It was like literally coming to get the sandwich.
Seriously,
it was,
though, it was
right
horrible.
Here, and I was like,
we freaked out, and that's when they were like, no, we're done. Mm-hmm. So it was, but it was good. Like, we walked around, we shopped.
Glass is really famous
Murano
in Venice.
glass, and it's like the death of me because I love like hand blown glass. And I didn't. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be bad. I gotta watch.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
You can kind of hold it up, see if you get any.
And
we can
it's
get
hard
a better
to see.
view.
I'll get one better view tomorrow when we have. Well, probably not tomorrow because we'll be in this tent tomorrow.
We'll do 22. Episode 22. We'll get a better view for watch.
Yeah. But so yeah, we saw a bunch of gondolas, and then we tried to make our way back to the bus station. Probably took us an hour. It's because it's just so hard because it's like, well, what canal is which? And then roads just dead end into the canals, and you can't go anywhere. So then you have to constantly backtrack, and there's 10 million plazas, and the roads aren't marked on the maps. But it's fine. We made it work. We got it.
And then we don't mind so much just because it's such a gorgeous city.
It was a nice way to get lost, we decided.
Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate it. But once we were getting kind of tired and icky,
feet hurt,
wanted to go home.
Yeah.
But we're here, and we made it. We did make it.
So, well, top of the manhole to you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for stopping by.
Go ahead. All you.